And today we are going to do a super fast little live stream. And we are going to choose the last one standing. So let's go ahead and try and get the chat up. There we are, the chat is now up and going. So we're going to wait for a couple of people just to show up before we actually begin. There we are. Sky Eclipse says good evening. Oliver Knightley says hello. Welcome to you. Yes, it is a very, very fast stream that we're doing today. So without any further ado, let us now jump into last one standing, or last one left. But before we do, it is merely one day until we get the Elimination Chamber cards, which I believe will be Drew McIntyre and... Oh, Oliver Knightley says, I'm in the team, it's just the YouTube name. Well, I do not know which member of the team that you are. But in 24 hours, we will be getting a Becky Lynch and a Drew McIntyre. There will be Elimination Chamber cards. But what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing the last one left. And we're going to see if everyone in the chat can correctly predict someone that's going to get us far enough to get a Braun Breaker. Alexi says, Grrrr. Alexi has entered the chat. And it is the cutie bear, Alexi. There is no bear that is more cutie than Alexi. At least that's what Alexi tells me. Hello indeed. Oliver says, if it's men's 1, 2, 3 kid, Alexi bear. Alright, I think we have just enough people in the stream. And if it's females, Valhalla, okay. Oliver is doing some of his guesses. Let's see what our cards are. Of course, we get 1 free per day. Okay, it is indeed females. So, chat, you are going to have to choose for me. We're going to see how well you do. So we have Dakota Kai, we have Mami, Rhea Ripley, we have Zelina Vega, we have Trish Stratus, we have Liv Morgan, we have lots of them. Sky Clip says you should wait for TBG rewards. No! Oh, do you mean that I should keep the stream going until we get TBG rewards? Okay, well, that's a possibility. Alright, chat, who are we going for? I need you guys to pick for me. You guys are going to have to choose which one of these wonderful females that we're going for. Rhea Ripley. Alexi has volunteered Rhea Ripley in. The True Hulkster says, take Super Cena herself. And of course, the True Hulkster referring to Bianca Belair. Skyclip says Omos. Unfortunately, Omos is not a female wrestler, at least to my knowledge. Unfortunately, the Homo sapiens will not be able to rise up. I just realised we actually have 2 Rhea Ripleys. We have one on the top row, and we have one on the second last row, which is... $22 in. So if we're choosing Rhea Ripley, then you guys are going to have to choose whether it's going to be the one in the top row or the one near the bottom row. The one on the 5th row down. Okay, we now have 20 people in the stream, so welcome all of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet that have all decided to show up. Take Bailey, she's already won a Royal Rumble. Alexi's B-Ray backing. Oh, we have a Russian person in the chat. Hello, welcome. Unfortunately, I do not speak Russian. But thank you for coming along to the stream. Very cool of you. We now have 30 people in the stream. Oh my goodness. We've got a lot more people in the stream than what I expected. Grand Cat International. Yes, indeed. We jumped a whole bunch of people. We've all just decided to jump into the stream all at once. Maybe I should start doing streams at 8 PM. That seems to be when you guys are all active. Now, which one of these wonderful females are we going for? So far, I've heard Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Future royalty has shown up and saying the biggest EO fan is here. Sky Eclipse wants Molly Holly. Future royalty. Oh, there's Oliver is also saying Bianca Belair. So we have 2 votes for Bianca Belair. Sky Eclipse wants Future. If Future royalty was here, I would be picking. You do not need to worry. Do we even have an EO Sky in our options here? Skyclip says, I picked EO and got Braun. Futurel says, Bianca and Rhea have failed me. Oh my goodness. So is there an EO Sky among here? I don't think there is. In fact, is anyone from Damage Control in here? We have a Bailey in the center, but like... Oh no, we have Asuka next to Bailey. Tiffy time? Dakota? Oh, Dakota is right up there at the top left. That's true. And Dakota is in top left, yes, I see Dakota. But unfortunately we have no Io Sky, nor any Kairi Sane. Also, speaking of which, do you guys see that Kairi Sane isn't in the base game for WWE 2K24? That she's DLC? What up with that? Oh, our good old Russian friend there says Becky. Future Royalty asks, how is Milo? I do not know. Oh, a few people are saying Becky Lynch. Okay. You know what? I think we're getting quite a few picks for Becky Lynch here. So I think we are going to go with Becky Lynch. Now, whereabouts is Becky Lynch? You guys are going to have to help me. I see one on the 3rd row at the far right. Is that the only Becky Lynch that's available? Alex says deadline is November. Carlito isn't in base game either. That's true. W2K24 ratings don't make any sense. How is Bianca 95? I completely agree, Future Royalty. I do not understand why Bianca Belair is 95, especially when there is like there's better male superstars that are like 91 and 92. Austin Theory is a 72. Oh my goodness, that is terrible. Sky Club says Molly Holly will win. Milo is very grand. EO should be a 99. Yeah, I think EO is like really, really low. I don't think she's anywhere near 95. Becky Lynch, Gunther and Logan are 90. Yeah, Logan Paul being 90 I thought was hilarious. Well deserved. The master of Prime himself. Right, okay, well, I think we are going to go with Becky Lynch. That seems to be what the audience are going for. That seems to be what the fans are going for. And Roman went from 99 to 95. Wait, so, no, I think Roman Reigns is 97. Because I was about to say, Bianca Belair and Roman Reigns are the same. There's no chance. I think Roman Reigns might be 97, not 95. But, yes, he did come down from 99. Yeah, Roman's 97. MD Stalin says, just do it. Yes, sir, Mr. Stalin. Let's go for Becky Lynch. Okay, let's proceed. Let's see how we're going to get on. There we are. That's us right in the center there. This match is sure to bring down the house. 30 will rumble, 16 will proceed. Let's see how we get on round 1. You guys are awful. We got eliminated in the very first round. Oh my goodness. Chat, what have you done? Chat. Okay, on the plus side, chat, you can still redeem yourself. You can still redeem yourself, chat. Because if we can get a Braun Breaker, which is a very, very low chance, from this one pack here, and that more than makes up for it. Got 2 Braun Breaker tokens, unless Braun Breaker has been replaced with a Tempest card. I think it's unlikely. There's a Tempest, the Almighty Bob Lashley, and there is a Tempest Scripps. Nope, that was absolutely horrible, chat. Oh my goodness. However, I believe we did just win a TBG. Now, because we won a TBG, has this went up? It has not. Didn't even go up once. My goodness, very rude of it. So let's go into our rewards. The rewards are not up yet. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. Alexa says you can actually tell if you get eliminated, which will help you advance. What? Yeah, Skyclip says, I told you, Molly Holly. She eliminated you. Royalty says, Asuka. MD Silence says, Molly Holly. Imran Hussein says, Bianca. Skyclip says 15k for Soul World Order. Legend Lydian says, Hi, Grandcat. Hello, Lydian. Welcome. I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly. Oh, performance enter's done. Let's see what we get in here. Oh. We now have a 452 Austin Theory. This is a Fusion Austin Theory. Let's go ahead and train up Dakota Kai. Ah, you're Lady Boss. Ah, welcome, Lady Boss. Now, Battle Pass only has 1 day and 23 hours left, which means in 2 days we'll get Battle Pass, a new Battle Pass card, which is going to be Jade Cargo. And in 24 hours, we are going to get brand new Elimination Chamber cards, which should be Drew McIntyre and Becky Lynch. Those should be the 2 Elimination Chamber winners. QBR says, what Skyclip said. Oh, let's see here. Alexis says, in the last one standing, you can tell if you get eliminated. You just have to keep your eye on who gets eliminated. You can actually see your pick get thrown out of the ring before the game informs you. Alexis says, what Skyclip said. Now everyone is all saying hello to Lady Boss. And Alexis says, bye-bye Tundra cards. Make way, for the Sheebs has arrived. Welcome, Sheebs. You have managed to show up. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and just need to make sure that there's nothing that needs to be fused here. Nope, okay. Goodbye, trainable. We'll train up this Dakota Kai. There we go, puts her up to level 51. Groot. Evening Sheebs. MD Silence says, this is a more pay-to-win type. Sheep says, it's evening. Damn, I thought it was morning. Yeah, Alexa says, Duel Links is being very rude. It's not letting me log in. It's not letting you log in. Ooh, that's unusual. That's not an issue that I've ever came across before. Now, now where is my TBG rewards? That is my question, and I would suspect an answer. You know, it generally takes about 5 minutes for them to show up, but it is not showing up. It is being very, very rude. I have to wait like another 6 minutes? What? Is it 10 minutes now? BBF says, restart the game. Okay, well, let's try going back in. My goodness. Ah, there we go. Thank you, BBF Lord. And there are our champion rewards. Let's see if we can get ourselves some wonderful Royal Rumble 24 cards. Oh, we do have a Royal Rumble 24 cards. Oh my goodness. Alright, chat. What is the Royal Rumble 24 card? Let's hear it. Let's hear your predictions right now. Go. You have 15 seconds. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, go. We've got a Roman, we've got a Drew, we've got an Onos, we've got an Eddie, we've got a Drew, we've got an Onos. Oh my goodness, we've got a couple of Drews, we've got a couple of Onoses. In the card, oh, True Hulkster says it's going to be Trips. The card is Big John Studd. Oh my goodness. Well, it wasn't Big Onos. It wasn't Big Onos or Omos. It was indeed Big John Studd instead. Lady Boss just puts up an unhappy face. She's like, oh. So let's see here. We have 8 crystals or 700 super coins. Oh my goodness, we've got 2 Tundra cards as well. We've got a Tundra Camilla Hayes and a Tundra Dakota Kai. That's actually very, very cool. And Big John Studd is a brand new Royal Rumble card for us. Skyclip says, I guessed Big John Studd. No, you didn't. You guessed Omos. You big liar. Not unless Onos is how you spell Big John Studd. Alright, chat. Now we have our next thing that we have to do. We now have to choose our rarity draft pick. So whereabouts are we going, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go. We will say that the top left one is 1, and the one to the right of that is 2, and the one to the right of that is 3. Then the one underneath it is number 4. No, 2 people are saying number 1. Well, if everyone's all agreeing on number 1, then number 1 it shall be. Let's see how well you guys do. It is going to be... You got me a Crucible Farouk. Oh my goodness. You chat are terrible today. What is wrong with you? Damn. Damn indeed. Yes, unfortunately that is not very helpful. We're going to dust big old Farouk. Well, on the plus side we got 1 new card. Unfortunately he is not pro. Now let's see, do we have any other cool pros? Nope, no we do not. So let's go back to trainable. And we shall train our Dakota Kai. And I think we're getting rid of this Dakota Kai as well. So, yep, let's go ahead. Because we need to make space because we only have 8 spaces. We are on 442 of 450. And now I shall show you a very cool thing. So, as you can see here on our quests, we have done the rest of Wild Wednesday, and we have 3.5 hours left to finish Wild Wednesday. But we have only done 3 of our 10 undefeated games in Wild. There is a cheap and easy way to do Wild games. So let's go into Wild. You can see that my deck is all Royal Rumble 24 cards. However, let us change all of these. We're going to go like this. We're going to put in the weakest cards we have. We're going to do the same for females. And if we go back out, and we go back into Wild, then you will see that we have some very, very easy opponents. And then if we go to Edit Deck, and we go to Autofill, then we still have the incredibly easy opponents, but now we shall absolutely destroy those opponents. MD Stalin says, what's your phone? I believe this is a Huawei. I can't remember which type, because I've been through a few of them. And now watch as we very easily clear through this. Skyclip says, just claim my TPG rewards, and of course no Royal Rumble 23s. That's because you have to live stream your TPG rewards. And now, of course, we are back to Royal Rumble cards. But if we just swap back out... And then if we go back out, and then we go back in, then we get some easy opponents, and then edit deck, and then click autofill. And now you can just jump in and play the fight, play the match. Except we shall have extremely overpowered cards, and they shall have terrible, crappy cards. And you can see there that we can do this with no real problem whatsoever. Oh, Big John. Now let's try and do some of these pulls because we're on 136 for 145. Then we could potentially, if we get very, very lucky, get ourselves another Royal Rumble 24 card in this very stream. It's weird to think those old myth cards used to have millions upon millions of stats. They did indeed, before everything was all changed. And back out, and back in. The Book of Danger says, hello everyone, welcome, and thank you very much for being an exclusive member of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet. That, of course, gives you access to all those wonderful, wonderful, special, exclusive videos. Including 100 videos of myself as the Grand Cat, and the Baron and the Big Boss Man, all travelling all the way to Japan. So now that we've done that, we're going to click autofill once again, and we're going to jump right back in. Alexa says, if you accidentally click play without changing your deck, close and reopen the game. And Skyclip says, I wonder if Cody Rhodes is any of those guys' favourite superstars? Alexa says, I've done it by mistake. My goodness. Yo clears everyone. Alexa says, I lowered my deck and pressed play. Oh, before actually increasing your deck again. I understand. Big John. Well, we managed to get one reset, which was not particularly helpful. However, we did get a breaker token. Now, bear in mind, there are 5 days and 23 hours left for you to get your Brawn Breakers. I have 100 of the Brawn Breaker tokens. So I still have a little ways to go before I get my Brawn Breaker card. So I'm going to have to continue doing that. Let's see how our Wild Wednesday quest is now doing. We have done 6 of these. So I think I'll do 2 more on stream. And then I'm going to record the rest and maybe make that a tutorial video for everyone to enjoy. And then you can also see what Wild Wednesday rewards we get from there. And edit deck and autofill and jump in. Skyclip says, Grand Cat, what's your opinion on Ty Dillinger returning? I think it's actually awesome. And he's coming back not as Ty Dillinger, but as Sean Spears as well. Of course, he was Sean Spears in AEW. So I think it's very cool that he's retaining his AEW gimmick rather than reverting back to the Ty Dillinger Perfect 10 gimmick that you had in WWE beforehand. I also think that he wasn't used well enough in AEW. In AEW, they used him at the very beginning when they first got him, when he was the chairman of AEW. And by the chairman, I mean he literally just hit people with chairs. That was his entire gimmick. But I think he has potential to do a lot in WWE. I think one of the coolest parts of him in WWE was when he came out number 10 in the Royal Rumble. You know, and his entrance music goes 10, and then he comes out. Like, that was amazing. But I think under Triple H's regime, Ty Dillinger has a lot more potential, or Sean Spears has a lot more potential than what he ever did in the past. Because, as we all know, when Vince McMahon was in charge, if you were a small guy, unless you were Shawn Michaels, or a very select few people, then you weren't going to get pushed up to the top. Whereas people like Ty Dillinger, I could see being a potential future main eventer. I could certainly see that happening. Let me see here. What are the rest of your chat saying? Lady Boss says you should grind a bit of TTTD. I believe that's Tag Team Takedown. Alex says, don't forget your Elimination Chamber bonus pack once the tier drops. I don't think Elimination Chamber is going to be a new tier, Alexi. It's just going to be some PLE cards. Alexi says, Stan the Mana has returned. What? Stan Hansen? What? Alexi says, no, Grand Cat, it's Stan Sesh. Stan Shesh? What? Stan Sesh? What are you talking about, Alexi? Skyclip says, I'm glad that AEW talent keep their gimmick. Future Royalty says, put that in spoilers in rivalry. My goodness, I have lost the ability to speak. Future Royalty says, put that in spoilers wrestling live chat, Alexi. Alexi says it's Stan. Skyclip says the only thing he did in AEW was bust Cody open with an unprotected chair shot. He did indeed do that, yes. And the Book of Danger says, who do you think is the last man standing event card? Well, we have actually had confirmed Book of Danger that the last man standing event card is going to be Rhea Ripley. Or Rhea Bloody Ripley, as she likes to be known now. Or Mami, if you prefer. Alexa says, before Ty Dillinger, because Ty Dillinger, he was Stan the Man, Shawn Michaels super kicked. Oh, yeah. It's just Stan. And Lady Boss says it's Mami. What Alexi is referring to is one particularly hilarious joke gimmick where Shawn Michaels is just super kicking people in the back, and there's a guy that's on a little headset and has papers, and Shawn Michaels says, excuse me, what's your name? He says, oh, it's Stan. He's like, Stan, and then he super kicks him, and the papers go flying everywhere, and Shawn Michaels turns Triple H and goes, there, I just super kicked Stan! And then he continues walking up the hallway and super kicking people on the way by. So let's see here. Future Royalty says, see, I just kicked Stan, don't tell me to calm down. That's exactly what it was, Future Royalty, thank you. This was most absolutely ridiculous. So, I think I'm going to do this one last game, and then we're going to end the stream there. So, once again, thank you everyone for coming along. We'll do a proper thank you in just a second, once we finish this. But thank you everyone for showing up to our live stream. Like he says, I always refer Ty Dillinger, Sean Spears as Stan. Future Royal says, I guess HBK proved controversy. Skyclip says, I think it was because they didn't know controversy. So, what are you people on about? You proved controversy and you didn't know controversy, so Shawn Michaels super kicked him? What nonsense are you people speaking? My goodness. Sometimes the Grand Cat does not even understand what the Grand Cat Grand Fleet is going on about. My goodness. You know, every time I go to sign off, like the chat goes up to like 31 people. It's like it increases just as I'm about to leave. It's like Oh my goodness, you guys just want me to stick around in live stream for the rest of eternity. But no, no, I shall not. I'm going to go and snooze once I have finished doing my Wild Wednesdays. Lady Boss says, Grand Cat, are you going for Last Man Standing card? I most certainly am not. I have done it before. I have got even a top 68 Seth freaking Rollins, which was a nightmare and cost a ton of credits. So, unfortunately, no, I will be giving this Last Man Standing a miss. Alexia says Eric Bischoff said DX didn't understand controversy or something like that. Sean got upset and then started super kicking people. I don't remember Eric Bischoff saying DX didn't understand that, but D-Generation X certainly understands controversy. And Eric Bischoff wrote a book called Controversy Creates Cash. So I'm not sure where this is coming from. In fact, D-Generation X were hounded by the censorships to tone down their material, and they did one of the best addressing the... I can't remember what it was called, addressing the people or addressing the critics or something like that, where they said we will not swear before the times of, and then they proceed to swear through the entire rest of the thing, and they just make as many hilarious jokes that they weren't allowed to do on the censorship. So it's quite silly. It's well worth looking up that particular promo if you have the chance to do so. But regardless, that's going to be it for this little video, folks. I really hope that you all enjoyed. Thank you all for coming along to the Grand Cat live stream. You're all true members of the Grand Cat Grand Fleet, and I want to thank each and every one of you, except for Big Boss Man. Big Boss Man, who has been incredibly rude, so rude, and has upset me and annoyed me to no extent. Oh, he called me very old, and lo, I may be an ancient Grand Cat. That is no excuse to declare a Grand Cat to be old. It's very, very rude of him. And yes, I am throwing the shade out there, and I am spilling the tea all over the internet that the Big Boss Man has 2 rude counters on him, and in order to remove those rude counters, he shall have to do something of equal magnitude in the opposite proportion of the rudeness of which he said. So, that is my thoughts on the matter. But I have started ranting and raving like a crazy person indeed, like a mildly insane Cat, because of the lack of sleep. So I'm going to get going before I spout any more further nonsense to the Grand Fleet out there. But that is going to be the end of this little video. I'm going to make another video, and it shall be going up in a very short while. It'll be going up in a couple of minutes, where we get the Whale Wednesday rewards. It's going to be a regular video for you guys, so you guys can all enjoy that and have fun watching that. But for this live stream, that is going to be the end of this live stream, and I hope that you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out. And we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.